Hi. I hope that your preparation must be going on in a fantastic manner. Let me guide you by this video regarding the important topics for Law, Ethics and Communication paper for May 14 exam. Those who are preparing for a November 14 exam, they may simply ignore the video and they are requested to wait for my next video, which will be likely to be released somewhere in the September or October. Now these are only the list of topics, important topics. I am not giving any kind of a guarantee. I am not claiming anything. You will find these questions or topics in the exam. The purpose of the video is to help you, is to assist you in an easy preparation. First, ethics. Chapter number 2, corporate governance and the corporate social responsibility. The entire chapter is important. You cannot take a chance to omit anything. Chapter number 3, workplace ethics. Again, you cannot take a chance to omit anything from it. And the chapter number 6, ethics for accounting and the finance professional. These 3 chapters very important from the ethics. Other topics from ethics, the difference between the ethics and the moral, iron law responsibility, social accountability, or a short note on social accountability, corporate governance, measure to ensure the ethics at the workplace, harassment, consumer rights. These are the important topics for ethics. The next is a communication. Chapter number 1, or you may say a basic on a communication. Entire chapter is very important. You cannot take a risk to omit any topic from the chapter number 1, basic of a communication. In the same manner, the last topic regarding the drafting of deeds, very important. You will always find the one question and sometimes the 2 questions from this chapter. Most probably or highly sensitive are affidavit, gift, notice and the press release. You may be asked in the next paper about the drafting of this element. Point number 3, payment of a bonus act. The provision on an employee who are exempted, deduction from a bonus, right? Third schedule and all the calculation, understanding with regard to available surplus and allocable surplus. Definition of salary. The point number 4 is an EPF, Employee Provident Fund Act. Basic wage definition, Central Board of a Trustee, composition and function, both are important. Recovery of a money due from the employer. Intentional worker, the provision with regard to the payment of an EPF with regard to the intentional worker, very important. And last, EDLI, Employee Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme. Point number 5, Gratuity Act. Forfeiture of a gratuity, nomination provision, calculation of a gratuity and the days calculation, and the dispute with regard to the Gratuity Act. Number 6, a very important, Companies Act. Companies Act of 1956 is applicable to you, and nothing from a 2013 Act is applicable for a May 14 exam as per the notification of the institute. Conversion of a company, public to private, private to public, etc. Provision and process and steps for incorporation of a company. What will be the effect of a registration of the company? Prospectus, entire chapter, very important. Small depositor. Capital, entire chapter, very important. Registration of a charge and meeting, entire chapter is very important. Point number 7, regarding the Indian Contract Act, you will always find the question number 1, a practical question from the Indian Contract Act, and most of them containing the provision regarding the CPT course, right? So you are required to go through all the practical questions relating to the Contract Act. Bailment and the pledge, another provision. important topic in the Indian Contract Act. Point number 8, the last negotiable instrument act. There is a high chances of being tested by the practical question. Dishonor of a check holder and the holder in due course, noting and the protest provision, and types of a crossing and endorsement of a instrument. One more you cannot omit, that is a dishonor of a check, or you may say bouncement of a check, and the amendment with regard to it in the last 2 or 3 years, right? Now, if you have carefully gone through these topics, I hope that you will be able to write the paper Law Ethics Communication in a very fantastic manner, in a very easy manner. Remember, you are required to use the technical language. Length of an answer is not important. Many students believe that the length of an answer is very important. No, it is not a length. It is a quality of a language. Whether you are covering all the points, if yes, you are entitled to get the enough mark. At the same time, high sensitivity area is a practical question. So prepare all the practical question, as much as practical question you can practice from all the respective chapters, right? So that if a practical question are being tested, you can answer them in a very well manner. And do not forget to remember certain important and the landmark judgment for a few of the provisions of the Act. Best of luck. Thank you.